there's been murmurings, people wondering, what is Adam22 going to do to help out Bricc in this situation?
Bricc Baby and Adam22's relationship. Let's talk about it. This is Fresh Hiphop Opinion with your guy Alize. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, Bricc Baby is still locked up with his Fed case. He has an AK case dating back a couple years that he kept under wraps for the whole time. Only Wack 100 really was speaking about it on a mainstream level. But yeah, Brick's been in there a long time, and obviously him and Adam22 on No Jumper have always had a very cool and tight, slightly even suspect relationship. And as soon as Bricc Baby was locked up, everybody was speaking about how Adam is going to support his good friend, the Bricc Baby. But there's been rumors of tension between them. Even Bricc himself speaking from the feds, allegedly taking shots at Adam22. Check out the clip.
Hey, it's that big old deal, man. It's that Bricc, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacationing, playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keeping it strong. No need nothing for. Hey, sometimes it be a mental test to see where hard at in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? They use you, abuse you. As soon as you get out the way, they act like they ain't worried about look. You know what I mean?
And furthermore, Bricc Baby's baby mother, or Bricc Baby himself, apparently have been speaking to former No Jumper podcast host Sharp, who Adam22 has fallen out big time with. And of course, Adam hasn't been happy with what he's heard from Bricc Baby and what he's heard from Sharp. And Sharp has been saying that Bricc is not feeling Adam, he's not being paid, and is not getting the support from Adam22. And of course, Adam22 was not happy with this, and he took to his own platform to respond to all these rumors. Check out the clip.
I was on vacation. I did have my feet kicked up. But let's talk about Bricc Baby. When Bricc Baby came on the platform 2 years ago, pretty quickly, the feds ran up in his crib and raided him. He needed money to get out. I fronted him an amount of money, $5,000, so that he could get out the same day that he was picked up. I know Wack 100 and a few other people have been spreading information saying that this was cap. I don't know. Honestly, the other day in the Reddit, somebody posted information saying that he really did have a bail and that was where the $5,000 went. I never really heard about it. I heard rumors in the streets that maybe this money was not required for him to be bailed out, that he didn't have a bail. But I did see these screenshots in the Reddit that make it seem as if he did have a bail. I gave him the money, had to get him back out on the streets. Never asked him for the money back. Never asked for it. You feel me? And as far as our relationship, I would like to think that we actually became something like friends. Fast forward to a couple months ago, Bricc Baby reaches out to me again, asks if he can borrow a couple $1,000s for, I don't know, he's like moving into a new spot or something like that. I said, okay. Didn't even bring up the fact that I had let him borrow this $5,000. I figured after 2 years, shit, whatever. So I let him borrow this additional $2,000-$3,000. I forget what it was. And then he gets picked up by the feds, right? Ever since then, there's been murmurings, people wondering, what is Adam22 going to do to help out Bricc in this situation? Now, from my perspective, I'm $7,000-$8,000 in the hole in terms of money that I have let you borrow. And people are pretty much automatically, suggesting in the comments, people talking about it on podcasts, is Adam going to pay for his lawyer? Is Adam putting money on his books? Whatever. And I'm going to be real with you. For like the first month that he was locked up, he didn't ask me. He didn't say anything about it, which I kind of appreciated, because I feel like if I just gave you $2,000 like immediately before you got locked up, it is kind of weird for you to get locked up and then be like, hey, like, can I have even more money? Especially given this prior debt. I've talked to Bricc on the phone a whole bunch of times since he's been locked up, and it was none of this energy at all. And in addition to that, we've got people like Sharp, who don't got a pot to and who ain't done nothing for Bricc, who can't do anything for anybody because he's dead broke.
Yeah, fam. See, Adam22 was not happy, not one bit. He believed that Bricc Baby was aiming those comments at him because he was on holiday with his feet up on the beach with his girl, his wife, Lena. And it is a strange thing for Bricc to say. If Adam22 has indeed sent him money multiple times in the thousands, you should not feel that he has to look after you while you're in the feds. Because you've got your own family and friends that can really support you. Just because Adam22 is a millionaire or got some money anyway, doesn't mean he's got to look after you like he's your daddy. Adam understandably didn't sound too happy with rumors he's hearing from Bricc or from the streets about Bricc and what he actually feels about Adam. And the fact that he goes and speaks to Sharp about it is just adding an extra level of anger to the 22 stuff. It kind of gives me the impression that Adam22 and Bricc Baby, their relationship isn't as solid as some would expect.